Hello, this is Desaya, however you want to pronounce it. And you are watching the 1.3.0 preview video. This video is unscripted. I decided to do this on a frickin' whim, so there will be mistakes and me screwing up and ums and pauses as I figure things out. But I wanted to show not only everybody on, YouTube who may be semi-following the game, but I also wanted to show my patrons, the people who have been supporting me, Burning Eclipse. Okay, I'm actually just gonna pull this up right now. This, Burning Eclipse, Prince Dust, Requiem of Doge, Trooper, Akuma Kamigami, Blank Scroll, Blitzer, Lee, Speaking, all these people who have been my patrons. Your support over the last year or so, however long you've been supporting me, has been phenomenal. I cannot even begin to tell you how grateful I am. And hello, pop-ups, get the hell off here. I'm doing a 1.3.0 preview. Anyways, your support has been phenomenal. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am to be able to frequently be able to pay my sprite artist, who, his display name is Black Liquid Sorrow. He is a phenomenal sprite artist. I mean, he says that, he's not as skilled as I think he is, and he doesn't, he knows his limitations, and that's what's important. But that's not selling him short. He has printed out some awesome work. I mean, I've tried doing sprite editing myself, and I have banged my head against the wall because it's so hard to do, and he does it in a single month. As a quick recap, as you guys may or may not know, I've had a grand total of about 5 sprite artists over the course of production of this game so far. And here's the rub. They either didn't do the work right, or they did it great, but had to leave the production because of whatever the reason may be. And there was one who did too damn good of a job. They gave it like a 3D-esque kind of detail to the sprite, and I'm like, okay, this is too good. And I guess they took it as an insult because shortly after they stopped working with me and stopped communicating. And then, in desperation, I guess it would be, at this time, I had maybe 1-2 patrons giving me like $10, $15 at the most, currently on Patreon. Enter Black Liquid Sorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, correction, I should go back, rewind a bit. Burning Eclipse has actually been supporting me for a long time, and at one point in time, this guy was dropping $100 flat into my Patreon, and I still can't believe he did that. I mean, I was phenomenally grateful that he was doing that. But anyways, getting back to that, Enter Black Liquid Sorrow. He said, so I can do sprite editing. I thought maybe I'd offer my services, and, I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I'll take you for a test drive. I really did not expect this guy to either be that good or to stick around. And fast forward about nearly a year later, if not a year, he's still working for me, and he has produced a grand total of, oh wow, how many sprites is it now? Good lord. About 2 per month, I believe he's been popping out. Plus his friend, who up until recently, Marlena was her name. She's no longer working with me, but on that note, actually, Black Liquid Sorrow said that he'd take a 3rd commission, so he's trying to put in overtime here, and that's just Wow. Anyways, I'm getting on a ramble here, so I'm gonna cut this short. Basically, say that Blacklight with Sorrow has been a dedicated sprite artist, and I couldn't be any more grateful for him to work with me, to work with me, and to actually, you know, help make this game what it is. And then there's the patrons. As I said, without you guys, I couldn't pay Black Liquid, so it's a, you know, it's a circle. Anyways, with that said, let's get into the nitty-gritty of why most of you are probably even still watching this video. The 1.3.0 preview. Alright, so one thing that many of you should know is that there have been a ton of changes made from 1.2.2. And I'd like to say that I got 90% of the game done by now, you know, since I haven't made a public release in a long time. But a lot of things are happening in my real life, so production has been a lot slower than I'd liked. But point is, I still have made a lot of progress, and a lot of changes have been changed and added and updated. For example, right now you are staring at a cutscene, which is a flashback for Derpy Hooves, or Commander Hurricane Hooves, as she is called in this game. Yes, that is an homage to a fan name made for her in fanfiction, as well as Final Fantasy VI, the Pony mod version. I thought I'd put her into my game because, honest to God, I think the idea of giving her, you know, an awesome power, an awesome nobility is just, you know, awesome. It's just great. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is since this flashback here has no major context outside of giving you a backstory to Derpy, I'm going to play it. I'm going to show you guys the Derpy cutscene that many players will see in this upcoming version. So yeah, with that said, I need to double check my audio settings very quickly to make sure that it's recording game audio. It looks like it is, so in that case, I will start this up. Oh, that is another thing to know. I now have a Game Jolt login that will pop up to prompt players to log in. Yes, there will be Game Jolt achievements in this game, people. They will not be active as of 1.3.0 because I don't want to make them active until the game is complete. Because I don't want people getting achievements on an incomplete game, you know, that doesn't make sense in my mind. Anyways, close this out. As you can see, the opening video hasn't changed much. It's still the same. It's still the Angel of Darkness playing. But there is one thing that has changed. And you know what? I'm going to close this out very quickly because I actually need to change a setting here so that you can actually see this big change. It might actually be in 1.2, but I can't recall off the top of my head if it is. But I have to disable a plugin that I've been using as, you know, dev and all that to make sure that, you know, it plays properly and, you know, I skip the title basically. Alrighty then, so we're going to restart this, close this out, skip the audio. Okay, now, this is, oh God. This is embarrassing. Apparently I do not have the assets for command number 6 in my folder. So that's actually kind of embarrassing. Okay. Give me a moment here. Okay, well, I can have it retry and it'll play a little more here. So here you go. Well, it's going to keep on popping up because that's how MV works, but this is basically the intro. I'm going to keep on hitting retry here so you guys can see it. This is the title screen, and normally there would be images of commands to pop up here as this title screen plays. Okay, I'm going to close this out and re-implement the stip title because, yeah, I forgot that that command was implemented, and I'm not sure where that is from. I'll have to double check that later. So that was embarrassing. Game development, unpredictable to a fault. Alright, so we're gonna put stip title back on. Alright, so we're going to play this cutscene out now. The Derpy flashback cutscene from 1.3.0. I'm going to mute my microphone so you can't hear me talking unless there's actually something that needs to be said, you know, talked about. I may remark on occasion over the cutscene, so it all depends on if I feel the need to. Anyways, with that said, here's the cutscene. And that was the flashback for Derpy. I cut it off there because there is storyline content that I don't want to spoil later on that proceeds after that cutscene. But yeah, so that is one of the many cutscenes that will take place, and you might have noticed a slight jarring change in audio or visual during that recording. That's because my Camtasia program has the same key bindings as the plugins in the game. So, and because I'm in debug mode, as it's called, those hotkeys are active. You will not be able to use them in the published version, however. So yeah, that said, that is one of the many cutscenes that we'll be playing during the game. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'm going to move on to other features in the 1.3.0 preview. Let's see. Ignore that. Okay, Oh, here's another one I can show you guys. The revamped mission system. Yeah, for those of you who played 1.2.2, you'll see that you'll know about the mission system and how I tried to make it dynamic, but it really just failed. So in this version, the mission system has been revamped, and I'm going to, let's see here. Okay, so this is the map for the opening battles that will introduce the players to the new mission system. Now you're probably staring at this and going, "What's this all about? What's so awesome about it?" Well, we are going to do this. Oh yeah, definitely going to start us here, because you see, RPG Maker MV bug. They really need to fix that. Alright. Okay then, so this is the second new, really new thing to the 1.3.0. You'll get a slight cutscene, with this. And, okay, so, we're going to start this up. And, like I said, this is the second part of the second feature of 1.3.0. The mission system. And, oh my, who is that? That looks like Blank Scrolls OC. Surprise, Blank! You're making an appearance in the 1.3.0 demo. I said the OCs will appear in the game, and I chose this scene to insert Blank Scroll into. All the other patrons who have gotten their OCs done, they will appear at one point or another in the game. So have no fear, you'll see your OC somewhere in the game at one point or another. And you will see it in 1.3.0. I've just got to figure out a spot to put ya. Okay, so let's continue this cutscene, and then we'll get introduced to the combat system. Oh, did I spoil that? Oh well. Oh, and Twilight's invisible here because I set the transparent start at the beginning of the game, so hopefully that won't cause any issues. Welcome to the mission system. This is, as you may have already figured out, a tactical combat system. My patrons and people who are following me on the Discord channel probably are already aware of this. But this is the new mission system, a tactical combat system. And for those Final Fantasy Tactics fans, you will be in for a treat because, like I said, this is tactical based. I'll be playing out this battle, so, it's really basic. I haven't done anything special with this. But this is the intro battle that players are going to get. Also, this music that you're currently hearing, probably couldn't hear over my voice, this music is a audio clip that I grabbed from the Fairy Tail OST. Yes, I have credited them in the credits. They will be credited. And this plays during the tactical combat. So yes, this is a fresh take. Anyways, let's get on with the battle, shall we? One thing I will say right here is I intended this to, a lot of players who play tactical combat, games for the first time don't realize that rushing in one character is suicide in most cases. You will get yourself killed quick. So, yeah. This is another feature that I've currently implemented into this combat system. I will do a brief explanation of this. Basically, you will get a set of 4 soldier ponies. You can take Twilight or any of the main 6 with you on any mission you want, as long as their friendship level is 1 or higher. You can bring them on missions as long as it's 1 or higher. The catch, however, is that if they die, it's game over, because, as you know, they cannot die for the game to continue. And ponies that die in these battles are gone forever. It is permadeath. So if you want to recruit a bunch of soldier ponies in here and don't want to take the main 6 so you don't risk one of them dying for a game over, that's your prerogative. Or if you want to take them with, it's your choice. Each of the main 6 will have unique skills and abilities to bring to the tactical combat field. So it might be wise to bring 1, 2, well, I'm not sure if they're going to make it possible to bring more than 1 of the main 6, because the main 6 characters overall are pretty powerful. And they might be they're considered hero characters. And if I let you bring too many, that might cause problems. So I'm still in the ropes and I'm going to let you bring 1 or 2 or more. I'm doing the balancing with this currently. But yeah, so that's basically how this is going to work. Ponies that die in this combat system, it's permadeath. They are gone forever. So if you level up a pony up through this combat system, they die in like a later on battle, tough luck. That's how it works. So yeah, I went on a ramble that I intended to, but yeah, so let's continue the battle. Oh, another thing to note is the reason why they're not ponies here is because I do not have small sprites. The combat system that I'm using, the developer of it has not implemented compatibility with the large sprites in the of the normal game currently. So these are currently stand-ins for the main six as they will be developed and created. I'm thinking about commissioning Black Liquid Sorrow to just make me a bunch of sprites of the size and caliber for this combat system, because I think the large sprites actually might make this combat system a little clunky. So it all depends. I should note that the characters don't have anything more than strike right now because I haven't implemented any extra skills for them yet. There is a decent chance there probably will not be any extra skills as of 1.3.0. There might be a few, but overall, I don't think there will be too many new skills or unique abilities for them on 1.3.0's launch. Now, in 1.3.1, I will make sure that I implement these new skills into the combat system. Oh, that was not smart of me. this is unexpected. I don't know why this has just happened. I don't know why this occurred. I'm gonna have to report this bug to the plugin developer. Cannot read property of active of undefined. I don't know what this is about. Alright, I'm gonna string tap this. Okay, so apparently that's a bug that I had not encountered before that I just encountered. I'm gonna have to report this one to the plugin developer and investigate it more later, but anyways, that is the new mission system. That is literally, that is what the players are going to get, and hopefully you will not encounter that kind of crash bug in 1.3.0. Praying to God you don't. I hope I have it swashed out by then. God. Okay. Alright, so let's get on to a few of the other things that I've been working on. Outside of the story, which there is much more, you will get a whole lot more story from between 1.2.2 and 1.3.0. But let me give you guys a slight preview of the database here. Okay, so as you can see, I have in the actor slot a bunch of random sprites named Rebel. Now, here's the thing about these guys. They are going to have specific stats. As you can see under the classes, they will start out as basic. Where is it? Oh yeah, down here. Okay, they will start out as basics. So, you might be wondering right about now, okay, you're showing us the classes. What does this have to do with jack shit with the mission system? Simple. These basic good types that I'm hovering my mouse over are the starter classes of your characters. Yes, that is right. If you're making the assumption, you will be able to level these guys up and yes, change their classes to these upgraded versions who will be much more powerful and have more abilities available to them specialized to their role. And yes, you will be able to select a specific class. It won't be just a matter of, oh, okay, so this type just upgrades to this type. No. If you want to level up your brawler Earth Pony to a warrior, go for it. If you want to make them a knight, go for it. Archer, however, will be off limits because of the fact that that's exclusive to Pegasus. That's it. That is a Pegasus exclusive class. Just like the healer and magus classes are exclusive to unicorns. So yeah, at the moment, those are the starting classes that will be available as of 1.3.0. And you'll be able to level them up, and they'll be, as of level 10, they'll be able to upgrade to these classes. Now, one thing I will point out is the uniqueness about the Pegasus class, the Flyer. They can become any of these three: warrior, archer, or knight. The catch, however, is they become a knight or a warrior, they will have increased movement on the field, so they can go farther than a normal warrior or a knight will. However, they will be far weaker than a sorry about that. I was trying to swat a fly. Far weaker than a normal Earth Pony knight or warrior. However, as an archer, they will be lethal. They will be top tier. However, like with the archers, as you probably already have seen with other tactical combat systems, they have low defense and low HP. That is the drawback of the archer. Wickedly powerful, can hit an enemy from a mile away with devastating effect. Glass cannon. That is the basic case. And that is where a balanced set of party members will come into play, because yes, you might want to bring archers, but what about having a healer? The celestial healer will be come in handy. Another point I'm going to make is that spellcaster, they can use both low-level healing and attack magic. And as long as you don't change their class to the magus or healer, they can continue to use the low-level healing spells and attack. The catch, however, is they will never have access to the higher level magic that a magus or a healer or celestial healer will have access to. So it's a trade-off. You want to have a class that can cast both but never have access to higher level, or do you want the higher level spells and be specialized? That is the type of freedom of customization I am going to be giving players in this mission system. My goal with this mission system is to make a minigame, minigame mission system, if you will, that'll be so enveloping for the player that they can spend hours just doing the mission system on its own and have hours of fun. And just kick the main core storyline to the bloody wind for like 4 to 5 hours on end, just get lost in it. That's my goal with the mission system. There will be other mini games in this game, but the mission system will be unique as it will provide rewards and additional opportunities for the player of the main storyline. And yes, doing the missions in the mission system will have an active impact on the core story. Like everything else I've been pointing out in this game, the choices matter and have an effect on the overall plot. This also has an impact. As you do missions with the mission system, specialty missions will become available to rescue certain ponies. Whether or not you rescue these ponies or not will have an effect on certain events later on in the game. I'm sorry, I just coughed there. Wow, that's a really interesting cough I've got there. Anyways, so with that said, that is the mission system. Okay, so let's move on to one or two other features here. Is there anything else I can show off that's not going to spoil the game's plot? That's the question I'm asking myself right now. I want to show you the friendship storylines, but that's also a storyline that would spoil it there as well. So, you know what? I'm just gonna montage some of the maps here. Show you the maps, and you can make heads or tails however you want. I'm gonna play some audio over this. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna montage about 10 maps here for you guys to look at. You can come up with your own conclusions, your own whatevers. I've montaged that, and there is one more thing. Well, actually, let's see, one more thing. Well, there's one more thing I'm going to show you guys before I shut off this video. Because I can't talk about much more, and I know it seems like there's not a lot of content for me to show off in this video, but a lot of this game is story oriented. And while I'd love to just show off everything in this game in one shot, it would spoil a lot of the storyline, as well as a lot of the mini games, features, and other things that will appear in this game eventually. Maybe not in 1.3.0, but it will all appear eventually. So, without further ado, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to Chapter 1, and I'm going to go to... Where are you at? Actually, I should have just checked this. Item shop. That should be accessible from this map right here. There it is. Alright. So... Oh, by the way, you will no longer encounter the infamous carrotop.png is missing bug. I know that's a big one in 1.2.2. That no longer happens. See? She's right here. Her file is selected. There is no possible way you will get that error anymore. That has been fixed. With that said, I'm going to make sure that I have everything set up properly. Okay, I'm going to load myself. I'm going to put the Twilight Sprite in here. And I don't know if I should put it in here or... Oh yeah, I have to just put it right here without a problem. Alright then, so... As one final thing of the revamps of the 1.3.0 is this. Oh, right, she's invisible. Hopefully I got there. Nope, nope. Ah! Oh, here we go. Boom! This is your purchase screen. This is what you will see when you buy items from any shopkeeper in the game. If that is somebody's OC, please let me know. I will credit you. But this is now the purchase scene in all shops. I'm especially happy with this one because it looks so much better than Envy's default. It's so much better. As you can see, you can make purchases and... Oh, well, you can't sell in here. But, like I said, you can make purchases. You can buy items. So, yes! With that said, I mean, I suppose I could show you the combat? I don't know if I should. I mean, I haven't been making sure changes with that yet. I really should get in the ball and work on that. What the hey? I'll show you guys. Actually, there's actually something I should add. Actually, yes, there's one thing I do want to show you guys. Actually, and I'm stuttering over my words here. Alright, so, there's one more thing I actually do want to show you guys that I forgot about. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot about this. Okay then, I'm actually going to take her gear off and see if she says something different. Oh yeah, that's right, she does talk. think I have all these set up, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem here.
Time to take out the not adorable trash.
Oh, I haven't replaced our D's yet. Whoopsie, I should get on that. Anyways, the pony sprites are back. That's right. I have actually been working on them, and yes, they are more than just 4-frame poses now. At least some of them are. And unlike in previous renditions, they are far more complete with far more frames than in 1.2.3 and 0.2. I cannot believe I messed that up. Point is these characters now have many, many more frames. Example, I'm gonna have Twilight do a strike. As you can see, that was a full buck strike. Like, and you guys will probably recognize that from like the RPG Maker VX version, where the characters would run over and strike. I brought that back. The only thing missing is the intermission area of them running across the screen. I don't know how to implement that yet. I'm still working on figuring that one out. But as you can see, boom. And yes, okay, so I'm gonna have to get our knee sprites set up. I can't believe I thought I got hers done. I'll have to work on that. Anyways, let's, oh, this is gonna crash it. Oh, no, it's not! Holy shit, it's not! Oh my god, it works! Oh my god! Oh, fucking awesome! I forgot about that! It actually worked! It didn't crash! Why? I thought it would! Awesome! Okay, so you guys just got to see a preview of an ability, a set of abilities that before crashed like nothing funny, and I don't know, and now it suddenly works? I'm not gonna complain, but this is a surprise thing for me. So you guys have to see an attack that is going to be used in later ones that I didn't expect to actually work. I selected it. Oh no, this is going to crash, and then it worked. So yeah. And if I sound annoying, I'm sorry. This, like I said, this is completely unscripted. I recorded this at 3 in the freaking morning. I want to get this preview out for you guys. So yeah, okay, let's just continue the battle. And I'm gonna have to really use that again because, oh my god. I just want to see that again. I didn't. Oh! Okay, so the sprite actually bugged. Okay then. But as you can see, their victory pose now is sitting. They no longer vanish when you win the battle anymore. So, I had to read something. Okay, like I said, they no longer vanish anymore when you win, and on top of that, you get to see the EXP, the gold, and you know, I've added a lot of new things to this. I'm gonna have to fix RDs, but yeah. Oh shit! I gotta fix that. I've gotta fix that. That is not supposed to be for our Fluttershy's picture. That is not supposed to be Fluttershy's picture. Okay then. So yeah, this that is the 1.3.0 preview. I wish I could have shown you more, but like I said, a lot of the story and looks and feel of the game is very, very story intensive, and it would spoil it to show you. And I don't want to spoil my game. I have such a problem with people who just throw their plot points out there. It just drives me nuts. Anyways, with that said, I hope you've enjoyed the 1.3.0 preview. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will try to answer them the best I can. With that said, this is Desaya, however you want to pronounce it, signing out, and I will, I'm stuttering again. And the 1.3.0 version will be out by October 31st. This is a deadline I've set for myself, and it is guaranteed it will be out, or I will be donating $200 to a charity of my patrons' choice. So yeah, no, this will not be from the patrons' funds either. This will be out of my own pocket. So I need to meet this deadline, otherwise I'm forking out $200 to a charity of their choice. Now, either way, it benefits a charity or it benefits them. But the point is, I have to get this out by October 31st. So yes, that is the due date. That is when 1.3.0 will be out, and if not, like I said, donation. So look forward to it on that date. On another note, my birthday is on the 22nd of this month, so alright. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If my voice is annoying to listen to, I apologize. It is 3 a.m. in the morning, and I know I sound like Fran from that old sitcom. I know I do, and it can be annoying. I apologize. I was born this way. Yeah, I'm gonna play that over this part. I'm just born that way. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for and to my patrons, thank you for your support. It has been monumentally helpful. I cannot even begin to express my gratitude. To my spiders, Black Sorrow, thank you for your continued help and creative work in bringing me sprites. I hope you continue to work with me in the days and months to come. With that said, this is Desaya signing out.